Imagine you are holding a simple coin in your hand, small, brownish in color, nothing extraordinary to look at, just a penny, a single cent, the kind of coin people often ignore, drop on the ground, or toss into a jar without a second thought. But what if I told you that this coin, this 1995 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin, is not just a piece of copper and zinc, not just another coin among billions, but a treasure that could change your life forever? What if I told you that a coin that looks so ordinary could actually be worth $27 million? Yes, you heard that correctly, 27 million, a life-changing fortune hidden in plain sight. Suddenly the coin in your hand does not feel so light anymore, does it? Then you start to wonder, is this the coin that people have been whispering about? Is this the coin that could unlock a destiny I never imagined? The year was 1995. America was moving through another chapter in its history. The economy was shifting, technology was advancing, and people were too busy with their daily lives to notice what the U.S. Mint was quietly releasing into circulation. Among the billions of coins struck, there came a batch of pennies that looked like every other penny, with Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But some of these coins carried something hidden, a detail so subtle, so mysterious, that only the keenest eyes and the most curious minds could discover it. Collectors would later chase it, rumors would spread, and prices would rise. And here is where the suspense begins. Close your eyes and picture the coin. On the front, Abraham Lincoln's profile, strong, determined, the 16th President of the United States. On the back, the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of freedom and unity, with the words United States of America arching across the top, and the phrase E pluribus unum, out of many, one, standing boldly above the monument. And beneath it, the simple words, 1 cent, just another penny, right? But legends never come from the obvious, legends come from the unseen. And in this coin, the 1995 penny, lies a story that has shaken collectors, historians, and treasure seekers alike. Some say the coin became valuable because of errors in the minting process. Some say it is because of extremely limited variations, rare misprints, double dies, and unusual strikes that make certain coins stand out among the billions. But others believe there is something more mysterious, something almost fated about the 1995 Lincoln penny, something that ties it to destiny, luck, and fortune. When you hear that a penny can be worth $27 million, your first instinct is disbelief. How could that be? How can a coin worth only 1 cent carry such an insane price tag? But then you begin to remember stories of rare stamps, rare baseball cards, rare paintings found in attics, ordinary objects suddenly revealing themselves to be treasures beyond imagination. So why not a penny? Why not this penny? Imagine walking into a convenience store, buying a pack of gum, and the cashier hands you change. Among the coins, 1 penny catches your eye. You think nothing of it at first. Later that night, you empty your pockets, and there it is again, shining under the light, a 1995 Lincoln penny. What if, without knowing it, you are holding a fortune? What if, without realizing it, you are the owner of a coin worth $27 million? Would you believe it? Would you dare to believe it? Or would you shrug it off, laugh at the idea, and toss it back into a jar where it disappears into obscurity? This is the suspense of the 1995 Lincoln penny. This is the question that haunts every collector, every dreamer, every person who ever wondered if destiny hides in plain sight. Could 1 cent change your life forever? Could a penny make you rich beyond your wildest dreams? The answer, as unbelievable as it sounds, is yes. But to understand how, to truly feel the weight of this mystery, we must go deeper. The Lincoln penny itself has a history stretching back to 1909, when it was first struck to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first American coin to bear the portrait of a real person. Before that, coins carried images of liberty, of symbolic figures, but never of actual presidents. Lincoln broke that tradition. His face became the face of the people's money. Over the years, designs changed, compositions changed, but the Lincoln penny remained one of the most recognized coins in American history. By 1995, billions had been produced, and people thought they had seen it all. But they hadn't, for in that year, among the endless strikes of ordinary pennies, a rare few emerged that bore a secret. Some were double Die Obverse coins, with doubled lettering on the phrase "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 1995. To the casual eye, these differences were almost invisible. But to the trained eye, to the collector, they meant everything. Those doubled letters turned ordinary coins into treasures. And as the years went on, rumors grew, prices soared, and the legend of the 1995 Lincoln penny was born. But even among those rare double-die coins, whispers spread of something more, of a particular set, a particular strike, that collectors valued far beyond the rest. Some claimed that in hidden auctions, behind closed doors, these coins fetched millions, not thousands. Some claimed one such coin was valued at $27 million. And when such a claim enters the world, people start to dream. They start to look at every penny differently. They start to search their jars, their pockets, their drawers, hoping to stumble upon a fortune disguised as a coin worth 1 cent. Now imagine, just for a moment, the thrill of discovery. Imagine finding such a coin in your change. At first, you think nothing of it, but then, under the right light, with the right magnifying glass, you see it. The doubling, the detail, the difference. And suddenly your heart races. Could it be? Is this the coin people whisper about? Is this the treasure that could change everything? And here's the suspense. Because for every story of someone finding a fortune in a penny, there are countless stories of people who had the treasure in their hands and never realized it. Coins lost, spent, dropped into vending machines, forgotten forever. Could you have already touched one? Could you have already held a coin worth millions and let it slip away without ever knowing? That question is what keeps people awake at night. That question is what makes the 1995 Lincoln penny not just a coin, but a mystery, a legend, a riddle that teases the imagination. As you listen to this story, I want you to think carefully. How many pennies have passed through your hands in your lifetime? Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. How many of those did you actually stop to study, to examine, to question? Probably none. And yet, somewhere among them, there may have been a coin worth $27 million. Destiny hiding in plain sight, a fortune disguised as pocket chow, chasing money, working day and night, dreaming of millions, when perhaps the millions were already in their hands, disguised as a penny. Think of the symbolism. Abraham Lincoln, the man who fought for freedom, equality, and unity, his face stamped on a coin that could bring freedom of a different kind, financial freedom, to the person lucky enough to recognize its worth. Think of the story it tells, a story of value hidden beneath the surface, a story of the extraordinary hiding within the ordinary. And so the suspense builds. Somewhere out there, perhaps in a jar, perhaps in a drawer, perhaps in a pocket right now, lies a 1995 Lincoln penny that could be worth $27 million. Will it ever be found? Will it ever reveal itself? Or will it remain forever hidden, its mystery intact, its legend growing stronger with every passing year? That is the question. That is the suspense. And that is why collectors, dreamers, and treasure seekers never stop searching. Because in the world of coins, you never know. You never know when destiny will shine in the form of copper and zinc. You never know when fortune will come disguised as a penny. Now, let me take you deeper into the psychology of this mystery. Why do people become obsessed with such coins? Why does the idea of a penny worth millions captivate us so deeply? The answer is simple: hope. The hope that something extraordinary could happen to us, that fortune could strike in the most unexpected way, that destiny could turn in our favor without warning. The 1995 Lincoln penny is more than a coin, it is a symbol of that hope. A reminder that miracles can exist, that treasures can hide in plain sight, that even the smallest things can carry unimaginable value. But hope is only one part of the story. Suspense is the other, because the truth is, not everyone will find such a coin. Not everyone will stumble upon such fortune. For every success story, there are countless failures. And that is where the tension lies. Could it be you? Could you be the one? Or will you be just another person who dreamed, who searched, but never found? That is the question that lingers in every collector's mind, the suspense that drives them forward.